This is a new day, and we're re-entering the colony. We have a singular prisoner in Doctor, whose name I have to change, because there's something about a pawn being named after what I consider to be like one of the core roles of the game being very, I don't know, troubling or something. Let me swap that over really quickly. So we have Doctor, and Doctor is a pretty solid pawn, being a hypersensitive, psychically hypersensitive body modder. Means that if we do give them psychic capabilities, well, that's a ways down the road, they could be pretty strong. So that's one thing, and why I have hung on to Doctor here, although the name simply has to change. And I think the plan in the near term is for Doctor to pick up where Steroid left off and make some expansions to the endless fungal fields. So I think I'm going to add 2 more rooms onto our majestic fields of fungus here. So I think when Doctor comes of colonist working time, that will be the plan. I'm very torn about what to do with our catacomb. So we had the plan of using this as a location to store our colonists that have passed away, because obviously the fridge isn't keeping people fresh, as evidenced by Valentin turning into a skeleton, which is something we have to talk about here in a second. But I would like something that will better hold future corpses fresh. Dark. And this may not be the spot, because the fact that we found this ancient danger and this gap has caused a lot of problems, honestly. So the 2 major ones to discuss are that as we build more here, this will become a space that could potentially be an infestation target as opposed to our insect bait fungal fields, right? And we've built some nice fortifications here to deal with insects. So I would prefer the insects to continue spawning here when we have infestations. And then the second is this opening here makes a great location for drop raids. So we also now have the problem that if we were to have a pod drop raid here, we would have a very, very hard time defending it. So for both those reasons, we have kind of a dilemma that I'm not exactly sure how to handle. The optimal case would be to fill all of this in with stone. Now, that is a Herculean task, to be frank, but might be the best option. Now, the other task that I want, or am considering doing, is I do want to move our throne room. And I think I want to move it into this hillside here, although I'm a little concerned that that might make breaches happen through this. And if that happened, we'd be in a really bad spot. So I may also reconsider that. But I want to have a freestanding or built into the wall building that we can start moving thrones into, and something a bit more formally, and then eventually also use it as a reliquary for our religion, Tektugism. So now for the big piece of the puzzle. So we have had a quest available to get this particular item. Although it looks like this one, that's interesting. So this says it's made out of uranium, and I think over time I've had to make some tweaks because of patches coming out, and I think this one was made out of jade. I don't think I care. It doesn't really matter. But nonetheless, we have this icon of our religion. And of note, unless you get relics that are weapons, they hold no unique purpose or no unique value. They're just kind of like decorative things. You can build reliquaries that you can place those items in, and it kind of like bolsters your religion, makes people happy, etc. But what I thought would be fun is after we discovered that Valentin, kind of like perhaps the most storied member of our group, had passed on and had decomposed to the point of not being able to be brought back, I thought it would be kind of fun to imbue the chalice with a bit more story points, make it a little more interesting. And so what I've been thinking about is essentially granting it a one-time use in conjunction with a Maxurum that allows me to bring back a fully rotted, fully desiccated corpse. So we could potentially bring Valentin back if we complete the Venerated Relic quest, which is a 5 element quest. So that's not official quite yet. I will do some dev mode tinkering to try and figure it out. But I think that's the plan. And I want to tweak some of these setup pieces, I think. This is for our future bear superhighway. I want to figure out how to set this up. So they're going to come through here. This is planning for a second bank of drop pods that will be arrayed along here. They will have the opposite L. I think I'm going to add a bedroom here, which means I'm going to shrink. I'm going to shrink this storage room down. In fact, I will probably do something like this. So we can shrink that down and put another bedroom here. And then I guess and then we have the hay. So it's time to figure this out. Actually, the other thing that I want to do is, I think, remove that, and let's plan something that's a little more form-fitting here. So maybe we'll go up like this and then hug along this wall. But then I think over here, we're going to come out like that instead. I'm going to cut a new hole in the wall as a side note. So we'll have something like that. And then I think just for cleanliness, I'm going to remove that. So I'm going to start building the pathways that will enable this. And that will be kind of the plan. And I guess if I take a look at bears here really quickly. Yeah, we'll adjust the bear zone slightly, but I think if I'm looking at our planning here, I'm going to have this come straight down like that, and it's going to cut through here at a different location. But for cleanliness, I'm going to swap that up. Okay. Yeah, so I like that. Now, have we traded with these folks here? You can probably just take a look at their gear and pretty quickly see. So they still have a reinforced barrel. But it looks like they only have about... I wonder if that was for sale. I don't know how many reinforced barrels we actually need. We have 8, but let's start rolling things forward. Oh my gosh. The fact that they wander up and down like this is absolutely infuriating. I need to, like that right there, that pathing. Oh, it's because of the work zone, I think. Yeah, let's adjust the work zone, apparently. Oh my word, please just... Thank you. All right, so they do still have the reinforced barrel, so we can potentially find another 600 worth of goods to sell them, maybe. Like a good LMG we don't care about. Good chain shotgun I might hang on to. But let's see. We got some Devil Strand clothing that has since outlived its value. And then one of those. And one of those. All right. All right, we need to, as always, check our bear zone because the bear zone gets quickly outdated. There are more bears, and that's another thing actually. While we're on the topic, our bear population is getting a little out of control. So let's make sure that all of our currently pregnant, unnamed bears are taken care of here. There we go. Just to slow down the increase. And then how are we doing on animatry here? We're at 14, so we're a ways off still. But yeah, we have too many darn bears. That's the short version. Okay, Doc is up. Now, what are we doing with Doc right now? I think we start the conversion process. So, keeping Doc is an interesting question. They have some crafting passion. They're quite a good pawn. I think they fit in well with the colony, so we're definitely going to start... Oh, we don't want to do conversion because we want to use them to increase the fungal fields. So let's recruit them as is, and also let's order up the digging of some new holes, which the work zone will probably need to be expanded to include these new portions of our space. There we go. I believe Randy is our best. Oh, that's another thing that is on the list. When Randy comes out of the Biosculpt pod, we are going to have to change Randy's hairstyle. I had an offline request for Randy to go full purple mohawk. So we will be taking care of that. Now, while we're at it, I'm just going to put down some straw matting while we have the setup. I think this room... Am I worried about fire spreading in this room? A little. Yeah, I think I am a little worried about fire spreading in that room. So I'm going to think about that a bit more. But this area here... All of this has no current flooring. So I think we can safely do that before the hay all gets used up. Let's get all this planned out. And we'll build a copy of this slate wall here so that we got some straight lines going on. Confusion on Doctor. Did I do an operation on Doctor? I think I gave Doctor that heart that we took out. So confusion's not a big deal. But I can't help but feel like the house is in shambles. So I'm gonna restrict Kenta to cleaning for the time being. What is up with Flynn's schedule is the other question. Because it's... What time is it right now? It's 1 a.m. Flynn is fully rested. Mysteries of the universe. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm also going to adjust the bear walking zone to more closely mimic these new allowed zones that we've created. For the time being, I'm going to remove this. We have other zones here for them to utilize. And then for now, though, I'm just going to have these connect. We'll eventually move the doorways. And speaking of, we'll give that a little jut out right there. We need to mine this before we can fully refine the setup. So we'll go ahead and do that. This goes right through the styling bench, which really just should live in a different location, shouldn't it? So that's all darn. We're gonna end up shrinking that down. Yeah, Flynn, what is up with your schedule, my friend? And I guess as long as you rock the full day, I'm not going to complain too much. Kent is playing pool while the living room is covered in filth. Now let's see, Randy. Oh yeah, Randy's still in the goop. We'll prepare an age reversal cycle for Flynn. You get back such a staggeringly small amount of the... I mean, it's 1 concrete, so... But we want to, as much as possible, confine animals to walking on the straw matting, because I think it's going to make a big difference on animal filth collecting in our home. Oh, Mule, you came all the way out there to do just 1. That's that's rough and tumble. Now Flynn, 2.8 days. We got time. Doc has recovered from their wanderance. Okay, and they have quite a bit of resistance, so they're going to be going for a bit. Now, while we're at it down here, we have... Wow, so many of our bears have been... Oh, we already got that one. Wow. So many of our new bears have been male. Morrison is doing absolute work. Now, Young we gave a social trainer to. So Young's... Oh, maybe we didn't. Am I sitting on a social trainer and not using it? Melee, Berserk Pulse, Chaos Skip, Word of Joy, Medical... Maybe not. We have a shooting skill trainer. We should probably figure out who that needs to go on. All right, someone has started work over here. That's good. And I think for the time being, I'm just going to put that zone there. Then bears will also have access to this zone, but that will go away, and that will all go away. And this route, it's going to be big getting the bears out of the battery room. That's set up for mining as well. But like I said, not much mining is going to happen in the absence of Randy. I'm just going to build a second door there. Edie playing the piano. Good stuff. All right, the space is starting to look a little more reasonable. How are we doing on marble? We're not doing great on marble. Let's see if we can find some Here we go. Here's some marble that we can haul. So we can get our marble blocks up, because I want to do some of the reconstruction with marble blocks. So that should dispatch the bear army rather quickly to take care of things. Okay, so now that we've done this... Actually, I'll skip that one. Can I just reinstall this dark light? Yes. Okay. The Empire is saddened with us slightly. I'll just do all that while we're at it, and then this wall can get deconstructed. Now, I found that this this straw flooring will look significantly better once we put a concrete border on it, and it doesn't appear that the animal filth falls out on either side. But hold on a second. What is that bear right there doing? Yeah, I was going to say, that's incorrect. There we go. Flynn, I want you to come do this quickly so that I can queue up the wall ASAP. Could you not just use the 12 there? This only requires 5. The mysteries of AI pathing sometimes. And then over here, I'm also going to move this door around. We're going to have a lot of power conduit to remove here. Ooh, a party. Now, it's weird. I did have... well, we'll see if it happens here. Looks like things are going well. Lots of hand-raising, not lots of frowny faces. Steroid hit social level 3. Impressive work, Steroid. Gosh, parties really... they go on and on and on. The party has finished. How are people feeling about the party? Yep. We will take that +6 mood bonus. Now. Oops. let's not think too much about that little mistake. All right, we can haul these as well. All right, and then also the bears are going to look like this now. Get rid of that. Now, the other thing I've been considering is moving this choke point up to here. I think that might be beneficial because what I don't know is with the way that the insects ping pong now, I'm not entirely sure what the best course of action is. Morrison, what is your mining? You've been doing a lot of mining. 8 is not bad. Morrison could be the one-hand drill hand, one-hand field hand if we so desired. All right, so this is all set up. Let's finish the straw matting here. And then I guess we need to start uninstalling some of this straw matting. And we do need to get new doors set up here. I'm not sure the advantage of doors versus animal flaps here. But I think we go... I think in this case we go slate doors for both of these. Because I want to make sure that I have fire breaks in this. Ah, Randy is back. Okay, Randy's going to go change into something a bit more comfortable, and then we're going to send Randy to the styling station first. So we tried to give Randy a red mullet, but purple hair has been requested, and also a mohawk. I think we have a few mohawks to choose from. To me, this is the classic mohawk. We have the punk rock spiky mohawk, and I think there's one other rather majestic mohawk in here, if memory serves. It's like not quite... Yeah, so this is also kind of a mohawk. But I'm going to go with this one. That will be Randy's new appearance. And then we're going to need to reinstall this to stop blocking the bears. So we can clear that portion of the allowed area. Okay, we're going to need to allow sewing again here. Inspired trade on steroid. Not entirely sure what we want to do with that. Oh, another thing that I'm thinking of doing. I really only want it on Young. Kind of want Young to start carrying Yayo around. Because I've had a hard time modulating Young's mood. And I can't help but feel like... Whoops. We just need to go for the harder stuff to keep Young on the up and up. Yeah, so once we get a border of stuff around this, things look significantly better. I think this whole room can be straw matted quite happily. So we can hold this door open. At some point we may have to close it, but we can get those two going. And we should probably just do the pens as well. There's probably... Oh, meteorite of sandstone. How curious. Didn't hit anyone. That's perhaps the most exciting thing. Edie's coming up pretty soon. Flynn, are you already sleeping? No, you're not. I want to catch Flynn right before they go to sleep and put them into the biosculpt pod. Oh. Nobles under threat. 2 raids of strength 2x. Yikes. Legendary Eltex vest. An Eltex staff, a psychic reader. 43,000, but we would have 2 massive breach raids. I don't think there's any way we do that. That might be another opportunity to do a bit of what ifing, as it were. But I cannot imagine. Flynn, where are you going now? Okay, you're going to build straw mats. That's fine. Cannot imagine that being a good idea, and none of those rewards are things that we are particularly desperate for. So. Flynn is just doing weird things at the moment, I feel like. But boy, does Flynn build quickly. Oh. So good. I was going to say, I lost track of Flynn entirely. Ideally, it would have been good. I don't really want Flynn hauling raw fungus, so I'm just going to send Flynn into the biosculpt pod. Yeah, Connor is not getting rescued. I don't remember that quest. Oh yeah, that was a travel to save Connor type of thing. But yeah, it's amazing that even just this little strip helps so dramatically in cutting down animal filth. As we start to get things a bit cleaned up, Kenta, you no longer need to be restricted to cleaning in that space. Yeah, I have no idea how long this was burning chem fuel. But the answer is too long. Rice reserves are looking pretty good. Meat reserves are looking pretty good. So the problem is, I want to take a quick look here. If we were to build one strip here, that costs 65. Why can't we build here and here either? I kind of feel like we should deconstruct a lot of the stuff in here. Because we can build our own. We can build our own. What is the word that I'm looking for? Cryosleep caskets. So I think they are. Oh, the bears are blocked. No wonder people were doing hauling. Oops. That was an error right there. There we go. Now the bears can do the fungus hauling that I assumed they should have been doing all along. Oh, this is nice. Let's haul this. Someone will actually do that one. And then... Actually, let's cancel those. Let's first mine that, deconstruct that. And then now we'll slap in those floors here and here, and also a bit of marble over here. Because I'm going to try and sneak a bedroom in here, I think. Because when Doctor comes aboard, we are going to need another space. And actually, we're making surprisingly good progress on that. How is there already animal filth in here? It seems inconceivable. I want to eventually turn this into a more proper storage room. But I think that's still a ways off. Ooh, exciting car action. So while this is going on, so for planning, I've been at least thinking about doing like something like this, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 11 by 11. Something like this for the throne room. I feel like we don't particularly need a combat supplier at the moment. I feel like we've actually done a shot. I mean, there's a few things. Like there's a bolt action there. There's a chain shotgun. There's a few things. The fact that the Muffalo decided to go this way is a testament to the bad pathing. I need to figure out... Okay, I think... I need to figure out how to avoid that ping-ponging, because it is comical, but not good. All right, so what are you selling? And what are we selling? The steel mace can go. The triple rocket launcher, even at 36%, it's a one-time consumable. It's more advantageous, I think, to hang on to it. I like to have a couple Molotovs, a couple frag grenades. Wow, they do have a cataphract armor there, don't they? Looking for anything we might want to pick up. We should probably build a cataphract armor, to be honest. But we still don't have a melee pawn. Let's see. Good SMGs, yes. A good mono sword. Don't think we need that. Why is that bolt action rifle not showing up in here? That is a question for the ages. Someone took that off and they're not wearing it currently, so... 2 sniper rifles, 2 assault guns. Okay. Yeah, this is not a... We didn't end up coming away with a bunch, but... I'm not mad about picking up a little more money. Take that off work for the moment. Take that off work. Oh yeah, I did want these to get built. Whoops. Okay, that all looks reasonable. Ooh, what got killed up here? I'll never not steal steal someone's lunch. Now we put a table here. Oh, what did you make? Oh, a masterwork sculpture. This work represents a beggar moving to the left, surrounded by dragons. Ooh, I like that. Let's put that in someone's room. Let's put it in Kenta's room. I don't think it will make a difference. Actually, who doesn't have anything in their room? Lucky Randy gets the masterwork sculpture. So we'll use this as a temporary colonist bed for Doc while Doc works on building endless fungal fields. But it's okay. So we decided that this... I don't know why I can't build in those 2 locations. But I think I'm going to come down here and deconstruct some of this random stuff. It's made out of granite too, which, oh, I can't build because of those sleep caskets. Got it. Okay. That makes sense. Doc is breaking out of prison. Actually, so the door will open immediately. So we just need to put some bears here so that Doc runs into them. Now, we have to make sure also that we don't have any other urgent zones on the map. What was that one up there? Gotta worry about that. Alright, and then let's play this forward slowly and hope that the bears get there before Doc. Alright, they didn't. Okay, these bears may not catch up. Okay, that worked surprisingly well. All right. Let's see. Morrison, were you in this crew? No. Oh, Morrison's doing work down there. Young's consuming a lavish meal. I hate to... Okay, and then the urgent bears can be de-urgented. Return to being bears, my friends. And then if we're cleaning up after ourselves, we should eliminate that urgent location. Now these bears are now bleeding all over the place. Did he really? I think total we took 1 bruise, so maybe this isn't bear blood here? Blood of Doctor. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, already tending to Doc. And we need a new name for Doc, because Doc cannot continue to be Doc. It's too confusing. Okay, Edie's coming up. Have we installed Edie's pod? We have not. I'm not sure how much those take to wait, really? Of all the people, Kent is down here doing beautiful work, and now all of a sudden has decided to go do that biosculpt pod. That's, I'll give it to him for dedication. Oh, here's an interesting thought. What if we make the bear superhighway go through here? We put 2 doors here, which I don't think compromises it from a willing capacity for withstanding, but definitely means that we can do all of the we can make sure that all of the places that the bears are pathing is covered. Because the thing that I'm worried about, to kind of like play this out in a bit more detail, kind of go into what my brain is saying. Oh, and these should be, we should build transport pods. So easily distracted. So if I put hay here, it could light on fire, and that would cause the bears that were here to get lit on fire, which in the middle of an infestation could be life or death types of problems. So putting doors here would cause the bears to go through the doors, but would also allow me to have a continuous line. You got it, Fletch. How's it going? As a side note, there was something earlier in the stream that I'm considering that I wanted to run by you. So let me know if you're curious to hear a mad scheme that I am hatching. All right. So, as I think you were aware last time, we got some absolutely tragic news that Valentin has decomposed fully, which means that Valentin is not resurrectable. And Valentin, I went back and looked at Valentin's stats, and if we're being honest, Valentin is not a incredible pawn, but has an incredible history with the colony. So what I was thinking was, we have this quest to get a venerated relic, the Vanta Bit Chalice, and it occurred to me that it might be fun to imbue this with some magical powers, since these venerated relics don't have any unique magical powers, but it'd be kind of cool to say, as a one-time use thing, if we complete the 5 quest chain to retrieve the Vanta Bit Chalice, we can use it plus a Resurrector Mech Serum to bring Valentin back as like an added little bonus to the quest that I thought would be fun. Now, obviously, it would require me using dev mode and cheating Valentin back in, but I thought it might be kind of like a fun story thing to do that would give us kind of a new purpose and get us going outside of our comfort zone a little bit. So I'm curious what your thoughts are. Let's see, where's my work zone? Oh, there we go. Gotta get that sorted out. I think that, one, getting a Resurrector Mech Serum, I have proven, is no easy task. And 2, the use of it plus the chalice basically just means that we're using the chalice to de-desiccate Valentin's corpse, which I thought could be a fun way of doing it. More commitment. Talk to me. Explain yourself. Trying to keep the polar bear population under control, something I've clearly already failed at. Why are my bears? Why is this bear going here? Are you on animals? Oh, a sacrifice must be made? I mean, I think it was last stream that you watched me literally walk someone out to die to a manhunter pack. So does it have to be someone I care about? Because otherwise I'm totally down. Would very happily sacrifice just about any rando. All right, well, I'm open to the I'm open to this possibility. I like the idea of creating something a bit more elaborate. From what I've seen, the venerated relic quest in and of itself is no joke. Oh yeah, why is this? Oh, it's bio-coded. Wait, so then why is it over here and not over here? Weapons, bio-coded and non-bio-coded. I guess just because it's good and it's at 97%, it doesn't classify. Is that what's going on? Awful to good. No? Huh. I'm not entirely sure why this this rifle is not getting smelted, but we're gonna have to figure that out. Smelting simulator. All right, let's get... Hello, Buffalo. Welcome to the stream. Hear you're having fun over on your end of things. Glad you can swing by. I was just discussing with Fletch the idea of having the bit chalice be a one-time use magical relic to help bring Valentin back from his desiccated state, and the suggestion was made by Fletch that the sacrifice needs to be greater. It is not simply enough to just go get the relic. He would like a blood sacrifice, life for life, which I'm open to. I did point out though that I'm not particularly squeamish about sacrificing in a lot of cases where I just don't care. So we have to find a way to probably either make it someone that I do care about, or maybe it's just okay to get rid of someone I don't care about. Kenta will be performing the sacrifice. I see. I mean, we could just go with Kenta. That's worrisome. That was my uninterrupted power supply beeping there. Let's hope that's the last of that. Let's see, remove this floor. I shouldn't have put that there. There we go. You know, it's an interesting question. At this point, Kenta is better than Valentin. So I think if it came down to it, I would not sacrifice from a functionality of the colony perspective. I would not sacrifice one for one. That being said, from a story perspective, Valentin is by far the more storied individual. Although Kenta's getting up there, if we're going to be honest about it. I'm going to have a very hard time not choosing Kenta, just to teach an important lesson about things. Is this bear one of ours? Okay. I looked at it and I was like, uh-oh, what have I done? So we have just a ton of thrumbos on the map at the moment. I still really want to tame a thrumbo, but we have like no inspirations at the moment. I'd be impressive if you were able to intervene on Kenta's behalf. I mean, I guess you already have, just in the sense that that Kenta is even amongst us. I was ready to write Kenta off, but let's see. I'm going to put a second door there just to reinforce that point. What is my plan with this table? Let's see, we're moving those two. I'm going to put them all along the wall for the moment. Young. It's meant to stop visitors from eating at my table here, because the visitors will congregate out here and then bring their muffalo all the way into here to eat. So I'm trying to come in. Welcome, Doctor. Also, we need a new name for Doctor, because I cannot refer to Doctor as Doctor for the foreseeable future. So we need a better name for Doctor. So we're going to put handling at a 3, hunting at a 3. Construction is going to be a 2. A 2. Don't tailor, don't smith. Yes, absolutely. So Doctor was an RimWorld urchin, ancient and deep industrial cityscapes bursting with humanity and poison. Doctor grew up in the dark, unwanted reaches of such a place. She had to fight for every scrap of food, which increased her shooting and melee. And then in adulthood, was an animal farmer, raised a variety of animals, providing meat, milk, eggs, and leather. They are psychically hypersensitive and a body modder. So those are the reasons that we initially took them. Because we can get a nice mood boost out of body modder. And yeah, and they have good shooting, good melee. So I took them because of the good shooting, good melee, and psychically hypersensitive. And that in good animals, so will help us keep up our bear handling. And also they can become a crafter. So they're a bit of an all-around pawn. Not one that I'm super excited about in any way, but also a pawn that that we could put out on their own as well in a secondary colony. Psychically hypersensitive is plus 80% psychic sensitivity. So they get absolutely ruined by psychic drones. But the flip side is if you imbue them with psychic power, I believe they have 80% more. What are the two stats called? If we look at Edie here, they have 80% more heat capacity, so they can do a lot more psi casts. And I believe, well, their psi focus is just a percentage, so I don't think that changes. But they have more neural heat, which makes a big difference. So now, there we go. Yeah, so I thought having one more combat capable caster would be a good thing. But I don't fully have a plan for them. But you know, the fact that they have good combat stats also means that they're relatively good. And as you can see, we are digging out new sections for more fungal gravel. So I did not convert Doc over, which means that all of this is going to be Doc's work. Which reminds me, do we still have a zone? We still have the fungus zone. So let's expand the fungus zone. This will be Doc's new living quarters. Elliot. Yeah, that could potentially work for her. Let's see. Let's get this fungus zone sorted out. And then you can still eat, although you can't eat at a table. So let's adjust that. We also want you to be able to get medical care if you need it. All right, that looks good. All right, so Elliot. There we go. That's going to be better. I found it really odd referring to her as Doctor. So all right, let's get you on that. Oh, all right. We have ourselves a... Oh, this is nasty. So we have ourselves a pirate breach raid. Sleeping, you in there? I will always check for sleeping. I don't see sleeping, though. Pyromaniacs. Oh, if not for slothful. Quick sleeper, bloodlust, and nimble. Just incapable of basically everything. Very neurotic. Very neurotic is not to be underestimated, as a side note. Which, you're going to have to be more specific. I just looked at a lot of pawns. Okay, let's see. So, we have some animals set to attend to our friends, but let's do some more. And then... Oh, it's nice that Elliot can have some associated with them. So we can do something like that. I don't like Edie having any animals associated with her because I like to use her. I like to be able to be pretty mobile with her. Phoebe Daffo. Where did we even see that one? Oh wait, they're sleeping. Yeah, that's sleeping. This is our moment. Okay. Okay. We need to make sure someone has a shock lance. I think I gave... Yep. Kenta has the shock lance. How many charges do you currently have on this, Kenta? 2 of 2. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's, I can't believe I almost missed sleeping after all this time. Yeah, okay. And Bloodlust and Nimble. It is Kenta's time to shine. Wow, they were incapable of so much. But so many burning passions, too. Anyways, future melee pawn, if we can bring him back in. Her in. Thank you. Okay, I think they're coming over here. Now, where are they in the mix of things? Because we have to keep an eye on them. Oh, they're moving quick. All right. All right, I think they're going to end up taking... I think they're going to end up taking this path in. Now we have to be careful. I saw at least one triple rocket launcher. Oh, they're so slow. Okay, that's going to be... You hate to see late arriving triple rocket launchers. Elliot doesn't have a gun. That's a good point. What's your shooting at? 9? I think... Just going to grab that and then bring them out. Good call. They are geared up enough, but actually let's have him rest until healed. I think we're okay on this one as long as we don't get like a bad triple rocket launcher here. Yeah, Elliot needs to... What's your consciousness at? Can we safely give you some smoke leaf? I think so. Smoke a smoke leaf joint and then rest. Whoops. Yeah, I don't think I adjusted it. Oh, are they coming through this tunnel here? Nope. Okay, they're still coming in this way. Oh, gosh. That's not how this is supposed to go. I'm trying to decide if I psychic blast these two. Yeah, Yeah, probably. Oh, I only got one of them. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm starting to lose track. They're sleeping. I'm going to use one jump pack on Edie as soon as she clears this. Have her come around this way. What is this? Incendiary launcher? You hate to see that. Tempted to use a low shield pack here. I wish these would come in further. I'm going to try and shift some folks around to... in hopes of forcing them in. They're sleeping. Now the problem is, I could do a nasty Berserk Pulse here. I think I do. Oh, I don't have Berserk. Where's the... There's the triple rocket launcher. Who took a hit? Mule took a hit? Okay, I think we're okay on that one. Okay, Kenta. Now is the moment. Oh my gosh, sleeping is so fast. How is sleeping going so fast? We can't lose sleeping again, but... No, wait, Flynn. Oh, Flynn's in the Biosculpt chamber. You can't carry a jump pack and a lance at the same time. Where's Green at? Green has Burden. And the range on Burden is pretty good. So Green might be able to get out here fast enough. Okay, everybody stop firing, please. Nope, Green, keep moving. It's not going to be enough. Come on. That didn't slow him down at all. I don't think it'll... Nope, I can't even move fast enough. They just moved so quickly. Well, until next time, sleeping. Green's just murdering. Yeah, I don't know why sleeping was running so fast. Do they have bionics that I don't remember? Okay, let's cancel all of this. Because this needs to be rebuilt with Slate. Does Nimble make you run faster, though? I didn't believe that was the case. Alright, I'm going to get rid of those. And then... Well, it's certainly, like, sleeping was just far enough behind. Like, that's the thing. If sleeping was walking faster, sleeping would have been one of the first ones into the tunnel and we could have zapped him. But no such luck. Well, until next time, sleeping. At least we know you're still part of the family. I guess while we're at it, let's just get Let's get this fully made of slate. Although I should probably hold off on sending people out to do this work until the bears do their part. So I'm just gonna hold off on that for a minute. So Mule took a hit. No real damage. We don't want this guy. We're just grabbing him for sport. Did we make this Green's bed? Or excuse me, Doc's bed? Where is Doc sleeping? Oh, Doc hasn't needed a bed yet. We should probably uninstall that and build a wooden bed. Because we don't want exhaustion to be a problem on Doc. Dying in 13 hours? Alright. Oh, an aesthetic nose. Interesting. Oh, Edie took a hit too. When did that happen? Oh, Mule. When you wake up, tend to Edie. I don't think Edie's in any risk, so... Alright. Oh, I can't believe we had sleeping and we lost them again. Yeah, I probably should have. I was just, like... I wasn't sure which way they were coming in. I was a little worried about getting caught out, but you're right. Absolutely. Emergency approach. Linus, the Persona Plasma Sword, which has Kill Happy. Kill Happy is a great one. Oh, the Noble's Under Threat is 1.4 days out. I may do another alternate reality episode on this particular quest, because I think it's just suicide. 2 raids of this size simultaneously for a 43,000 silver reward. I mean, everyone's going to show up in this pair of raids, because it's 2 raids of this size. Yeah, so... but we're not going to do that quest. That quest, I think, is properly suicidal. Now, Elliot, you're just resting until healed. That's fine. Kenta? Oh, Kenta's sleeping. But yet again, people are bleeding all over our rec room. How have we done on... I'm slowly uninstalling all the stuff in here. I think I'm actually going to fill this whole thing with blocks. Ambrosia Sprout. I really want one of these Ambrosia Sprouts to land in here so that I can set it up. The rest of this quest, you have to host someone for 23 days with 11 court allies. So you need to host 12 people in total. Oh, emergency approach. So this one is they're gonna crash land 2 civilians, 5 janissaries, and the Covenant of Kanto, which is a tribal, will attack. We're probably gonna do one of these. The Psychic Sensitizer is tempting, but the Persona Plasma Sword is not that useful. Actually, this one for the legendary Eltex vest and Eltex shirt could be really good for heat dissipation. So we'll probably end up doing this one. And the quality of that result is going to depend largely on is going to depend largely on... And we need to get this rebuilt. If we're even going to consider that, we need to get this rebuilt ASAP. Which means cancel. Who else can be building? Steroid, do you build? No. Well, who are our builders? We have Flynn, who's in the juice. Oh, I put Kenta on a 1. I messed up Elliot's priorities. Oh, I adjusted Elliot's priorities? That's troubling. Slightly, at least. But I'm going to switch Elliot off of Fungus to be in the work zone and have... Wait, this is marble built here? Wow, I must have really been hurting for materials if I was building that out of that. And I'm going to have Elliot build stuff over here. Because if we can get this locked up, then I think it's relatively safe, but... Okay, and Elliot doesn't have a weapon still. Elliot, why are you... Okay, you got some bruises and you're... Oh, you're just still stoned on smoke leaf. But yeah, if we can get this closed up, I think we're in relatively good shape. But Young is tanking his happiness by standing near these corpses, which is what I wanted to avoid. But if we're going to do this in the next 8 hours, we got to hurry. And actually, does it tell us how long? After 8 hours, a rescue shuttle will come. So within those 8 hours, we're going to have the Covenant of Kanto show up, which is fine if we can get our defenses sorted at least somewhat reasonably. Building this door was probably not the most important part of the wall. We could probably even leave this over here. Young. We also lost the power from this generator, which we need to get sorted out. Got 7 hours left on that quest. I don't think I've ever seen... What is your movement speed right now? What is going on here? 2.2 movement speed. Just due to your right leg being all funky. Who else can construct? Morrison and Kenta. Okay, you're no longer on cleaning. And Morrison... Are we out of slate blocks? No. We have tons of slate blocks. What? Cannot work on wall. Need material. Slate blocks. Does the work zone not contain all of these slate blocks? I'm very confused. We don't have time for these shenanigans. Okay, it seems like it was just for whatever reason paused, and that pause in that moment was the problem. Okay, we got those going. Morrison and Young. Elliot, you don't have to worry about it anymore because you're moving at like 1 mile per hour, so I'm just going to send you back to rest again. I'm keeping an eye on the timer. Are we seriously not going to get our walls shored up before... It must be the end of the day? Five hours. How long does it take to build walls? Come on. So with this one, our defenses are not optimal, but they're at least passable. Like, we don't get this zigzag, but that's okay. Okay, Young, talk to me about your problems. You just hungry? Yeah, you're just hungry. Kenta, please finish. Now, if the crash landing is in a good place, this quest will be relatively straightforward, but it is coming towards the end of the day. And if like they put the crash landing like up here, it's going to be pretty rough for us to set up appropriate defensive positions. And we're going to go for this one, I think. All right, at least our defenses are reasonable. All right, here goes nothing. Okay, this is a pretty okay place. My bears are all about. Why are bears going through this door? What have I done to... Oh. Whoops. Yeah, that's okay. The raid won't come for a minute. So I'm not super worried about that, although... I don't like that... So I don't get control of the Janissaries, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to play this out slowly. I want to keep an eye on that other quest as well. Young, what are you going to do right now? Building a power conduit? Okay. We need to be... So the shuttle comes in 7 hours, so we're gonna need to get out there pretty soon because the fight is gonna come whether we're ready or not. Young, have some yayo. I don't want you breaking. But we're all going to be asleep, I think, when this happens. So tiredness is going to become a factor. But Young will at least be happy now. Did we prep Edie's chamber? No, we didn't. Whoops. All right. Pretty soon, I'm going to get out there. Because, like, if the raid comes in up here, that's good for us. We can figure that out. But, like, if the raid comes in here, we're going to have a hard time getting there before the fight starts. Morrison's like, you know what the best thing to do right now is? I'm going to relax socially at this marble table out in the rain, because I forgot to check that it was not a gather spot. Nailed it. Young, what are you even doing? Rebuilding a fence? Okay, there's the eclipse. That's not the raid yet. Oh my gosh, this couldn't... I guess I probably should have thought better of the timing of this, but it's going to be right at the end of our day. Young, did you seriously just... Like... Okay. As predicted, we don't have much time. It's a small raid, though. Okay, if we get the... So I'm going to have... I need to not hit any Empire folks. Does that hits Empire folks? Yeah, that's going to be a hard one. This being a melee raid is going to be a little rough. Edie. I think we lose this one. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna... I don't think we have enough enough firepower to do this in an open field, and we got to back up right now. The bears didn't get here in time. Yeah, we lost it. Hey, White. I think we might have survived just barely. Hold on. I see colonists that are dead, though. This one survived. Yeah. I can't tell which... I think at least one of the Imperials died, but let's see. Young... Don't fire at. Why can I not tend? What is going on here? Like, I have tend to you, but for shark, I can't tend? I think they were just about to die anyways, I guess. Okay, you're no immediate danger. But I guess... Let's check the quest. The commander and civilians must be rescued, but the janissaries may be sacrificed. Yeah, so we failed. Nothing to do. Are you an amazing pawn? Nope. Greedy pyromaniac. Maybe I just grab you just because for trading with the Empire. Yeah, well, that was a fail. I'm not sure what... I mean, getting out there earlier would have helped, certainly. But I don't know what else we could have done, so... Yeah, certainly. Like, I think that's part and parcel of getting out there. These guys brought a lot of pemmican. I'll give them that. But yeah, if we'd gotten the bears on the front line, maybe we could have. But the thing is meeting a melee raid in open in like an open field, you know, the Dothraki horde in an open field, is you're almost never gonna have a good time. Like they just swarm you, and that's pretty much it. Well, there's the rescue shuttle. You can get in, you know.